Hey guys, welcome back to Ollie Talks Airsoft. Today I'm going to be talking about this gun in front of me, which is the TM Marui M9A1. I'm going to be talking about why I picked this over some of the other TM Marui Beretta offerings, and what you can expect to get if you buy one for yourself. So let's not look around, let's just get on with it. So, as always, TM have done a nice job presenting the box. M9A1 gives you all the sort of details on here. Don't really care about that. I don't really care about that either. Right. Let's go with that. Okay. I'm going to go over the manual in a minute because there's a couple of bits in there that I do actually want to show you. So this is what you get in the box. You get the pistol itself, you get a magazine, and you get another little box of trinkets here. This will be your dry fire adapters. You normally get like 2 or 3 of those. You'll get a red barrel plug. You'll get some tester BBs as well. Again, no one really cares about that. You've got the gun itself. Behind here there's an unjamming rod and a cleaning rod, and you get the 26 round magazine. I do have a purple rubber in here. That's just because it improves the blowback a little bit. It doesn't really change the FPS on this gun. It's still going to be shooting at about 280, maybe 290 FPS. So, of all the offerings, this is one of the more recent Berettas that they've done. It's all plastic, so plastic barrel, slide, grips. Every bit about it is plastic, with the exception of the working parts. So those will be things like your hammer, your safety, your slide stop, your trigger, and your takedown. And I'm not 100% sure. Yep, your magazine release is also metal. I'm not sure if it's switchable. A lot of the newer pistols do have switchable ones. I'm right-handed, so I've never had cause to do that. So one of the advantages that you're going to get is the 3-dot sight, which you don't really get on the other M9 variants. So let's hope this hasn't blown out as much. Yeah, of course. There we go. You can see. So this is the M9A1 that we're looking at, and this is the standard like US M9 variant. And you also notice the other big difference that it shows here is you can put a rail on the M9A1, and there isn't actually, there is a rail on the M9A1, there isn't on the M9. So if you want to attach a flashlight or something, then the M9A1 is probably going to be the way forward. And that was the main reason that I went for this one, was simply just because of this front rail. So having a look at the rail, it's a bit like a Glock, but a bit like the FNX45. If I pull down on this, it does actually separate from the body, which is a bit annoying. So anyway, let's just go through some of the features of the gun tip to butt, and then I'll go through some of the things I like, some of the things I don't like, and we'll have a quick look at the internals. So let's and get my camera to focus. So we've got some really nice trademarks on here. They've got MB instead of PB. That's fine. That's not an individual serial number, that's just the standard one. So this is your slide stop here, which actually catches internally. You can kind of see it in there where it moves. Actually catches on the blowback unit, so it's not going to damage the slide at all, like it would with a Glock or something, for example. So that's nice. The decocker is functional, so you do that and it will actually completely disconnect the trigger, or you can fire the gun in double action mode. So the sights on there are plastic. We did have a look before, but that's what they're like. So on this side we've got some nice trades. Obviously it says fires without magazine, like the real gun would. This gun obviously won't fire without the gas magazine being inserted. So you've got the TM Marui made in Japan there, and the ASGK markings, and again down here we've got some very similar to the Pietro Beretta markings. You've got some nice checkering on the front and on the back. These aren't adjustable in any way, and you've got a little bit of a beaver tail here at the back, which is also quite nice. slightly lower bore axis, so you're not kind of as high up on the gun, you're a little bit lower down. But that's fine. I think most people that are buying one of these are buying it because they like Berettas, or they like the look of a Beretta. That's certainly why I got it. I've got a couple of Western Arms Berettas that don't really perform very well, and they're more sort of collector's pieces now. So I wanted a Beretta that I could take out into the field. But I also wanted one where I didn't have to go out and buy a whole new holster and everything like that, which is the reason that I went for the M9A1 variant here. So let me just show you what I mean by that. So here I've got an X300 replica. I'm just going to slide that on. As always, there's a little bit of wobble. Notice this is an A variant, and here I've got a Black Hawk Omnivore, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with. And there we go, no issues at all. I've also got a T-Rex Arms SD holster, and it will also hold in there, so it does move a little bit. But I have actually run this before. It doesn't actually come out even without a suppressor being on there, so that's another option. It's also worth noting that if you're going to use a B variant, such as this, which is actually my preferred attachment, if you're going to do this, then only ever really hand tighten it, because obviously you're going onto a plastic frame, any sort of plastic or polymer lower. So that's on quite tight. However, if I just pull down there, you'll notice this gap, like the FNX, that starts to open up. Also, if you've got the B variant with the thumb screw, you actually can't use the Black Hawk Omnivore. So I'm going to be trying to figure out a mod so that can be done. I'll let you know how it works out. So we'll take all that off. So the gun actually comes with a full metal 26 round magazine. It's got a little bit of branding. It is pinned. I prefer the ones where they're screwed, but never mind. I do have some purple rubber on here. It doesn't really increase the FPS. It just kind of increases the blowback a little bit. You just get a slightly better hand feel. This isn't a big bore cylinder, so this recoils a bit more like a Gen 3 Glock 17 as opposed to like a Gen 4 Glock 17 or a USP or an FNX or an M&P or one of their newer pistols. This one just doesn't seem to have the same recoil. But I've got some green gas loaded in here at the moment. There's no BBs, so let's just see what the recoil's like. Pretty good. Let's try this one. This is the 32 round magazine, which is also made by TM. I got this for the look because it just looks cool. Yeah, I just think it, yeah, with the extra bit on the mag, it does look really cool. This one doesn't have a purple rubber. And again, you can see it's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first off slip my iPro on. Let's load a couple of BBs into here and see what we can see what we get from the chrono. So as with all TM mags, you pull the follower back and there'll be a wider part here. It can start sort of lower down, but this means that you're not going to damage your feed lips here. You'll notice that, look, I haven't done the BBs perfectly. We're going to leave it like that. We don't care. So my glasses are on. These are 0.2 gram BBs. Green gas in this mag. No purple router. Okay, and I'm just going to hold the chrono. So that's 279. 274, 273, 274. So what we'll do, seeing as this one has got the purple rubber in it, put a couple of BBs in here. forget, there's still going to be one in the chamber here. And I am shooting into a safe backstop, by the way. So that's a 286, 285, another 285, and a 283. So what we've actually seen there, that is now clear, so I'm happy with that. What we actually saw there was probably about a 10 FPS jump using the purple rubber. Now, you thought that I played with my gun so much that I would have known that it had done that, and actually on some of the other guns it really doesn't do that. So yeah, so maybe I should consider getting a purple rubber for this and doing a little bit more testing. But yeah, that's actually pretty impressive. So I think one of the last things that we've got to talk about here is going to be what's the actual trigger pull like. So on double action, it's smooth and predictable. Actually very nice. And then on single action, so you've got a bit of take up here. So let me just zoom in a bit more. That's better. So nice easy take up here, bit of a wall, creep. Great. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. Like all the other TM guns, you can probably expect to be getting like between 30 to 50 meters of range, depending on the weight of ammo that you're using and how you've set your hop up. But for me personally, because this had the nicer 3-dot sight arrangement, and because you had the rail, and that obviously means that I've not had to buy a new holster or anything for this, which was, I really didn't want to have to do that. So yeah, it's kind of worked out perfectly for me. I really like this gun. I've always had a soft spot for Berettas. I don't know, probably too much lethal weapon and die hard growing up, but and Max Payne as well. Yeah, that's why I got 2 Berettas in the first place, because I used to love playing Max Payne. So anyway, this has been my sort of like unboxing and overview and just having a little look at the M9A1. I hope you've enjoyed it, found it useful. If you have, drop a like. There's going to be some more videos coming up and some more reviews and stuff coming up, so look out for those. Anyway, take care, guys.